All right, settle down. That's enough.
Yes?
Yes. All right, now, come on. All right, come on.
No, I'm sorry, Sergeant. Don't want to put in there.
Yeah, well,
No,
you're going...
let me go.
Morning. Are you the custody sergeant?
Inspector Lyle, duty opposite. Dave's your man, but as you can see, we've got a bit of a rush on this morning. Maybe I can help.
Dr. Powers, duty police surgeon. I had a call. You want to see a drink dry?
Ah, that'll be for Gold Top Gordon, cell 2.
Gold top?
Milkman. Drink driving a milk float. This way.
Yeah, cell 2.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
It's all yours.
Looking too good for the old boy, Billy. He's 75, you know. Could be in hospital for some time. Might even die.
People normally do at that age.
Yeah, but in this case, you'd be responsible.
No comment.
You were seen outside the old boy's house. Front door wide open. What are you doing there, Billy?
I'm saying nothing till my brief gets here, so you can save it.
Just thinking aloud. 6:30 in the morning. Bit early for you to be up and about, isn't it?
I was going early morning swimming. I had my swimming bag on me when you picked me up, remember?
Very convenient. Your trunks were bone dry.
Well, they would be, wouldn't they? You picked me up before I had a chance to get in there.
And you think we're going to believe that coming from someone like you? No chance.
Threw up on him, did he?
They're suede.
Go on, Billy. We've been here before. Your probation officer's not going to be too pleased to hear about this, is she? Another burglary. Sorry, another suspected burglary. And what were you doing in Burnley Avenue? Tell me.
No comment. I don't feel all that. Can we have a break?
Dr. Powers, would you mind having a look at another one while we're here?
Shall I put some overalls on?
No, you'd be safe with this one. Billy Newley says he's got a headache. But on a morning like this, who hasn't? Just through here.
Right. Okay. Just open your eye. Is it that bad?
It's a migraine. What do you think?
And what do you normally take?
Some long name I can't even pronounce, let alone remember. They're on prescription from my doctor.
Right. Have you got any at home?
Yeah, but they're not going to do me much good while I'm stuck in here, are they? Haven't you got anything in your bag?
No, not at the moment. I'll get one of the officers to give you some painkillers.
They're the reason I've got the bloody headache.
Thanks, Doctor. I'll take care of him. Won't you, Billy?
Cheers, Dave. Thanks for your help, Billy.
Right. I'm off.
Thanks. Well, I wouldn't say that, but your shoes are a little high.
Oh. My bag.
Oh, give us a break. It's killing me.
Move it.
The way out's the other way. But yeah, see you next time.
Right. Yeah.
Penny for them.
You'd think I'd be used to it by now.
Used to what?
Bad news. Harry Bird, one of my first patients, he's just had a stroke. At his age, it shouldn't come as a surprise, but...
But it does.
Huh.
Good, I'm glad. Not about Harry. Because you still care.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many have I got waiting?
None. Rana saw Mrs. Williams and Mr. Cooper hasn't turned up yet. But Mrs. Braun's here and I wouldn't keep her waiting if I were you. She's very vocal.
Right. Oh, I feel like I've done a whole day's work already. Mrs. Braun, please.
What's the time? Won't Socko come up with anything?
A few drawers open in the hallway, a hat stand knocked over and a pot plant smashed. That's about the sum total.
We had a witness who saw Billy Boy come inside the old fella's house.
So what? It's circumstantial. We could have 30 witnesses. He'd still be walking out of here on bail pending further inquiries. Now, without solid evidence or a statement from Mr. Bird, our hands are tied. So stop being a pain in the neck and fill in your report.
Sir. I want a word.
Get lost.
Oh, sorry.
Glad to see someone's happy.
Yeah, I am, sir. Someone got a little more than what they bargained for, and that makes me very happy.
Oh, yes? Who?
Bernie, can I have a word?
Excuse me. Can I see Dr. Thompson, please?
Have you got an appointment? Oh, you're in luck. She's not much in demand this afternoon.
Oh, great.
What's your name?
Hello, Billy. How are you?
Not feeling too bright, to be honest.
Oh, come through. Sit yourself down.
Thanks.
So, how are things?
Yeah, all right.
Still working for your brother?
It's going really well. Only part-time, though, until my community service order finishes for the court. I still have to do that in the mornings.
I bet you'll be glad when that's finished.
Yeah. Well, it's better than being banged up, though, which could have happened if you hadn't put in a good word for me with my probation officer. Thanks for that.
Are you keeping out of trouble?
Yeah, of course I am. I don't hang around with the same gang anymore.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. So, why are you here?
My migraines are back again. I can't seem to shift this one. I didn't turn up for community service this morning, and if I don't get a certificate from you, then my work leader will really give me a hard time.
How long have you had it?
Nearly all day.
And have you been taking the painkillers I prescribed last time?
Yeah.
Well, it could be we need to change your prescription, give you something a bit stronger. How did you get this bump?
I don't know. Well, I didn't know it was there till you touched it.
And these just appeared, did they? Well?
I slipped over when I went swimming this morning.
They look like punch marks to me.
It's nothing. I'm all right.
Your first patient's just cancelled, so you've got time to grab a coffee if you fancy.
Oh, smashing, thanks. Oh, Kate, could you ask Jo if she could keep my diary free between surgeries tomorrow, please?
Oh, are you planning something nice for us?
It's for me, actually. I booked a few hours golf. I've been neglecting it lately, and I thought it was time to get the ball rolling, so to speak.
Lovely. That'll be nice for you.
I really would feel much better if you went for a scan. I'll give you a letter. All you have to do is go to the X-ray department at St. Phil.
There's no need. I feel much better already. Look, I tell you what, if it gets any worse, I'll come straight back, okay?
You sure should come with a government health warning. Or a pack of plasters.
Or a spare pair of feet. I think that's everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Helen, the boy I saw you in reception with earlier, is he all right?
Billy Newley?
Yeah, it's just that when I saw him this morning, he was, well...
This morning? What, here? He didn't tell me.
No, it was at the police station. He'd been arrested.
What for?
Burglary, I think. Look, I'm sorry. I thought he would have told you.
And what did you see him for?
Headache, migraine, he said. Look, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, he does suffer from migraine, but it's more likely down to the ruddy great bump on the back of his head. You must have seen it.
No, I didn't.
You did examine him, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but it was just a headache.
And the bruising?
What bruising?
He'd been used as someone's punch bag, and I think we know now whose.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on, Caroline. Do you really need me to spell it out for you?
Are you implying that this happened at the police station?
Well done. Yes, I am.
Look, when I saw him, there was...
When you saw him, you didn't even see the bump on the back of his head, so I don't think you're in a position to make a statement as to his condition, do you?
How dare you question me?
I'm questioning your judgment, Caroline.
Oh, and since when did you qualify as a police surgeon?
Billy Newley has been beaten up in police custody and you're failing to see it, or perhaps you're just ignoring it.
Hey, what the hell's all this? Have you any idea what you two sound like? Would you care to explain? This is a serious allegation.
I know, but what am I supposed to do, Mac? I can't ignore the bruises.
Well, he could have got those at some other time. I think you're jumping the gun.
Oh, in other words, stop making a fuss.
And what about Billy and all this? If, and it's a big if, the police did beat him about, he must have his own good reason for not wanting to take it any further. You must respect his decision.
He's no more than a boy. He's barely 18.
I think you're getting too involved in this. You must distance yourself.
Oh, like his mother, who left him when he was 8, or his father, who spent most of his life in prison, or the umpteen social workers that drifted in and out of his life.
He is not your responsibility.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. How many times have you felt responsible for a patient and gone out of your way to help? Look, in my own small way, I want to be there for him whenever I can.
What gives her the right to be so high and mighty? She's so infuriatingly righteous, I want to strangle her. And what if she decides to stir things up? It's just like her to stick a big nose in.
You know how sour she is.
Yeah, but she could make me look incompetent. Or worse, people could suspect that I've been covering for the police.
Is the boy making a complaint?
No, not that I know of. He didn't even tell her he'd been arrested.
There you are then. You've got nothing to worry about.
Baby brother's just through here.
Hello, Billy.
Dr. Thompson just dropped by to see if your migraine's cleared. It's nice of her to drop by, isn't it, Billy?
Yeah, it is.
Have you tried the new tablets yet?
I took 2 earlier.
Any better?
A bit.
Would you, like a cup of tea, coffee?
Coffee. White, without. Thanks. Why didn't you tell me you'd been arrested? If you need help, Billy, I'm not going to turn my back on you.
Everyone else does.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
You are like the others. It's not, did you do it, Billy? It's why did you do it, Billy?
All right, I'm sorry.
Just forget it, okay? And for the record, I didn't do it. One minute I was walking down to the leisure centre for a swim, the next minute I'm being bundled into a police car.
But why?
Wrong place, wrong time, criminal record, whatever. Cops can't wait to nick me.
How did you get the bruises, Billy?
Does it matter?
Was it the police? You can't let them get away with it. If you make a complaint, I promise I'll stand by you.
You didn't tell me you went to the surgery.
I had to get a sick note. Don't want my probation officer finding out about this morning.
That's true. You, let's go out for a pint.
I think I'll get an early night.
You're kidding, it's still light.
I'll see you in the morning.
What shall I say to Mrs. Long when she finds out you've not repeated her repeat prescription?
Just tell her I need to see her, but emphasise there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Good morning.
Billy? Wake up, mate, got you some tea. And just because you've got a ticket to get you off community service, it don't mean you can spend all day in the pit. All right? Billy? Lazy git.
Caroline, it's not good for patients or staff to see doctors sulking. Can you please resolve this difference with Helen?
She's the one who started it.
All I'm asking is that you're civil to one another. In fact, I'm not asking. I'm telling you. Can you stop this unpleasantness?
Bill? You mucking about? Billy, what's the matter?
Ray, I don't feel... My head hurts.
Bill, please don't drift off, mate. Stay with me. It's open!
We need an ambulance.
Mrs. Dorrell's appointment's with Helen, so why am I seeing her?
She's out on call.
But call-outs are for after surgery hours. Look, I don't see why I should have
She's seeing Billy Newley. It's an emergency call-out. It's taken a turn for the worse.
What do you think it is?
Ray, Billy has a head injury. The doctors need to do a thorough examination. We'll know more then. I'd like to stay, but there's something I've got to do. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I hear you want to make a complaint, is that right?
Yes, it is. I'm Dr. Thompson.
So what's this complaint about?
Police brutality against a suspect held in custody.
And you say the boy's now in hospital?
Yes, sir.
How long's this police surgeon, Dr. Powers, been with us?
Just a few days.
Well, it all hinges on when the beating took place. Anything amiss when he was arrested?
No, sir. He seemed fine.
Well, if he was beaten up after he was released, we still have the problem of explaining away the headache, which he clearly had whilst he was in custody. Pay Dr. Powers a visit. Warn her she may be required to make a statement. Meanwhile, I'll approach our potential problem from a different angle.
What did he mean by a hematoma?
Hematoma. Subdural hematoma. It's caused by a leaking vein outside the brain. They'll take him down to theatre as soon as they can. The operation will relieve the build-up of pressure.
Don't believe this is happening. He's only 18. It's not fair.
Do you know anything about the old hairline fracture the surgeon mentioned?
No. Is Billy's hemorrhage because of that?
Well, I very much doubt it, but it is in the same place as the recent blow to the head, so I suppose there is a small possibility.
He will be all right, won't he?
Even routine operations carry a small risk, and with this particular operation, it's going to be very difficult to tell what damage may have been caused until he recovers.
Mac!
Oh, hi, Len.
No partner?
Oh, no, I'm a bit rusty at the moment. Thought I'd have a practice. What about you?
Fancy the game? Thought I'd give you a call at the surgery. Spoke to your young lady. She mentioned you were here.
What a coincidence.
Another one of those for you tee off?
Yeah, why not?
Dr. Powers, is she in?
Is she expecting you?
Not unless she's telepathic. Tell her it's Inspector Lyle.
Okay.
Two doctors in the thick of what could be a damaging disagreement. You do know what I'm talking about?
Well, I think I do.
Dr. Thompson's made an official complaint.
So that's why you're here, is it?
A bit underhand, maybe. I'm sure you'd do the same if you thought it would divert a barrel load of trouble heading your way.
Well, I knew she was concerned about her patient, but I didn't think she'd taken it this far.
As yet, I don't know the full and exact details, but if Dr. Powers missed a major head injury, she could find herself being drawn into a very long internal investigation.
She wouldn't have missed something like that. It doesn't make sense.
Your Dr. Thompson seems to have a very good relationship with Newley. Maybe for all our sakes, she should be made aware of the damaging effect a complaint will have, not just to the police, but also to your surgery.
Helen Thompson's a bloody good doctor. The chances of her being taken in are as remote as you getting a birdie. And while we're on it, what about those 3 officers who were suspended for assaulting suspects?
For my time, Mac. You know me. I operate a zero-tolerance policy. My officers wouldn't dare step out of line.
So what did the lad do, if I might ask?
List of convictions as long as your arm. Or in your case, as high as your handicap.
Why am I being made to feel like I'm the villain here? Maybe you think it was me that hit him.
I'm sorry to have to ask you these questions. It's not a smear on you. If you've done your job by the book, you'll have nothing to fear. Oh, that's me. Done.
What next?
We wait.
Look, if I ask you something, will it go any further?
Depends what it is.
Oh, I feel like I'm telling tales.
Go on.
I should have interfered, but I was so worried about sticking out like a sore thumb and I wasn't sure what to do.
About what?
The tall constable, P.C. Sparrow, I think he's called. He seemed unnecessarily rough in his handling of Billy. He couldn't wait to drag him from the medical room. And it was obvious that Billy was still suffering, so when I heard the scuffle...
What scuffle?
In the corridor. It sounded like someone had bashed into the fire buckets. It made me feel really uneasy.
So why didn't you...
Well, I was going to, but then you came up.
Look, off the record, Constable Sparrow's had a bit of a reputation in the past of being, well, let's say a little heavy-handed. But since the new super arrived, he's been a model copper. Or at least appears to be. I'll be in touch, Dr. Powers.
Everything okay? What did PC Plod want?
Oh, this is a nightmare. This could be the start of something very unpleasant, and I'm stuck right in the middle of it.
Sparrow!
I've just been down the hospital.
Forget about that. Tell me what you meant yesterday when you said someone's got a little bit more than what you bargained for.
Oh, that is my ex-wife. Just got married to my ex-best friend, so why?
Nothing. So what were you doing at the hospital?
Mr. Bird's just come out, feeling a bit better. Yeah, he's just given me a statement.
And his name Billy Newley?
No, sir. Some bloke in his 40s posting as a meter reader. He sort of knocks up old folks early in the morning when half the street's asleep. And then when he's pretending to check the meter, asks for a cup of tea. And then when the old day's back's turned, snaffles whatever he can get his hands on. But Mr. Bird wasn't so easily taken in. Used to be a meter reader. This time, Billy's definitely off the hook.
Not entirely. He's in hospital. Someone's given him a hiding. Words going round it happened while he was with us. And the finger's pointing at you. Get a no further action report written out. I'll go to the hospital and tell Billy he's in the clear.
Put you in this mood. Why do you play this stupid game?
It is not a stupid game. It helps me relax.
Look, I think it's laudable that Helen wants to stand by her patient.
Two doctors from the same practice on opposing sides of an official complaint brought by the police. Very laudable. Dr. Thompson, my office. Now, please. What the hell do you think you were doing? Going to the station without talking to me first? Look, I thought we agreed that the complaint has to come from the patient. Have you given any thought to patient confidentiality? No, of course not. What evidence have you got for accusing the police? None, I expect, except it happens to fit in with exactly what you believe. Did it ever cross your mind to think about the victim? No, because as far as you're concerned, the only victim in all this is poor, hard done by Billy. Helen, what makes you think... Helen? Helen.
He's dead. Billy's dead. He died on the operating table. Except for Ray, everyone let him down.
I don't know what to say.
I should have insisted he had that brain scan. But I'm as bad as the rest. I failed him. He came to me and I failed him.
I'm so sorry, Helen.
Sorry, Kate told me to interrupt. Ray Newley's in reception. He wants to have a word.
Ray, please sit down.
I wanted to thank you. Thank you for what you did.
I wish I could have done more.
After you'd gone, a copper turned up at the hospital. You were right. Billy was innocent.
We both believed him.
Truth is, I didn't.
What?
I didn't believe he was innocent.
Well, innocent or guilty, it still doesn't give the police the right to beat him senseless. With your permission, I'd like to carry on with the complaint.
What complaint?
Against the police. Didn't Billy tell you anything?
About what?
When Billy came to see me yesterday, he was covered with bruises. Now, he wouldn't tell me how it happened, but I strongly believe he was beaten whilst being held in police custody.
You can't blame the police. It was me who hit him. I killed Billy, not the police.
What?
After he was released, he came to the workshop. He told me about the burglary and about the old man being in hospital fighting for his life, and I lost it. I called him all the names under the sun and told him he'd end up like Dad, in and out of prison all his life. And the more he denied it, the angrier I got. I flew at him. A minute later, he was lying on the floor. I did it to teach him a lesson for something he didn't even do.